mum was 11 years ago diagnosed with breast cancer.
It's been 11 years since she's had the all clear. She has had 1 year off tamoxifen, which is the drug that you take after you have finished chemo and radiation therapy and after that's worked. 1 in 8 women in their lifetime will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Cancer Research UK fund research into new drugs and new ways of treating cancer.
If it wasn't for them,
Women would
have a survival rate, it's probably much lower without the funding from Cancer Research UK.
Currently, Cancer Research UK are studying new imaging techniques that will allow them to predict which cancer treatments will work better in which patients, which will give every woman a more personalised treatment. My mum got cancer when I was about 7, maybe. I can't really remember them telling me that she was diagnosed, but I can just remember being very upset and very confused. So I knew what cancer was, but I didn't really understand what they were doing to treat it. I wasn't quite old enough, so I was just very worried.
She spent quite a few nights in the hospital, didn't she?
Yeah.
Then we didn't really know when she was coming back because we just didn't get told because they didn't really know.
I just remember it being kind of a big thing, but something that they wanted to kind of not keep from us, but make sure that it wasn't affecting us as much, just because we didn't quite understand it.
We were quite young, we had no real idea of what was happening, couldn't really comprehend what was going on properly, because we just weren't told, didn't have any idea.
Thankfully now, so she has been clear for 11 years.
One thing's for certain, she's got shorter hair now.
I think you should support cancer research because it's, even though our mum was lucky, it's a very, very tough disease to live with, and not all women are lucky enough. Even if women do survive, quite often they have had to have a double mastectomy or something like that. So the impacts kind of don't stop just once they stop taking the drugs. It's not easy to live with someone that has cancer in the family.
Kills you from the inside out. One of the side effects of it is that you look really, really healthy all the time, so everybody thinks there's nothing wrong with you. But up to yet, I've had a heart attack, DVTs, mini strokes. It's brought on diabetes, something called dysphagia, which makes it very, very difficult to swallow. That's now under investigation because they think that may be leading to Parkinson's. The diabetes, because I was on prednisolone at the time, which is a steroid tablet, and I was on a high dosage, that affects the sugar balance levels. So whatever I was taking for diabetes, the prednisolone was counteracting it. So my sugar levels, instead of being between 4 and 10, were 35 to 40, which meant I could have gone into a coma at any time and got affected on my eyesight. It's taken my hearing. I lip read a lot because I don't like hearing aids in because I've got tinnitus. Because of it, I've got labyrinthitis, loads and loads of things that just... It has a knock-on effect on family because obviously they worry about what's going to happen next. Pneumonia from having lupus, because that's something else that it does. So in the winter I hibernate because of the cold and I don't want pleurisy again. And in the summer I hibernate because if I go outside I burn. Because even getting in the car and going down the street, I can burn my arms just by a bit of sunlight coming through the window. I get a terrible rash, which is where the name lupus comes from. It's a butterfly rash on the face, and it's like a red measles rash, but it's in the shape of a butterfly. And I get that if I've got any stress. I worked full time. I was actually a dispensing technician in a pharmacy. We've got a very active life for going out and going on holiday. We still go out and we still go on holiday. In fact, last year we took the wheelchair to Venice, another week round Venice. We even managed to get over the bridges. Another treatment that they give you is what they call a carcinogenic, and it's actually chemotherapy in tablet form. But the thing is, when you've been on that for so long and you haven't got cancer, then it will give you cancer. So you only get short bursts of that. I couldn't be a normal nanny taking around the parks. I could go with them, But I used to have to sit on a bench and wait for them while John went round the park with them. I always had to sit at the back and watch everything going on. Two types, there's lupus nephritis, there's lupus SLE. The SLE, which I've got, is systemic lupus, and that affects the whole of the body, not just the nerve ends. And the fact that whatever you go to your GP with, he always says, oh, that's the lupus. You know that you've probably got a virus or you've got tonsillitis or something like that, but it's always the lupus that's done it. Well, without lupus and without all the steroids, I'd have certainly been a lot thinner. I would have been more active, and to be able to go shopping on my own, that's a big thing, really. I do know people that have got lupus that have had kidney transplant and liver problems, and I know several people that have passed away with it. Very young people as well. Something that can strike you from 3 years old upwards.